Hello and welcome to our channel. Even at the best of times, maintaining motivation is difficult. Procrastination, worry, and imposter syndrome are constant adversaries of drive for entrepreneurs as they deal with continuing uncertainty. But as you gain experience, you develop the abilities, motivation, and strategies that support maintaining motivated throughout challenging situations. Even more so for entrepreneurs. Our motivations are deeply personal. The need for self-motivation increases if you build a firm from scratch because there are less external sources of motivation, such as a boss's deadlines or employee payroll. How can you get yourself to be motivated? What spurs you on to continue working towards your objectives in the face of obstacles? And how can one inspire a group? Use the suggestions and tactics offered by founders and artists to learn how to stay inspired while working towards success. Why is motivation essential? Your why is directly related to your motivation. If you are starting a business but don't know why you're doing it, inspiration may be difficult to come by. For entrepreneurs, especially in the beginning, it's essential to identify your own source of drive. Whether it comes from sticking to your why or the prospect of reward if your objectives are attained. When sales are slow or stress levels are high, draw motivation from this source of inspiration. Positive thoughts and sentiments are motivated into energy and action. Extrinsic versus internal motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from within and typically stems from a love or enthusiasm for the activity at hand, rather than from a need for a material reward. Those who are intrinsically motivated are frequently sufficiently motivated to achieve their goals by their quest for knowledge, advancement, accomplishment, and experience. Extrinsic motivation is dependent on outside variables like the assurance of a material reward, cash, a treat after a task is completed. Extrinsic motivation might also include avoiding potential drawbacks from not finishing a task. Access passion first. Some people may be inspired by their passion for a certain hobby or skill. If you consider yourself to be someone who prefers creative fulfillment at work than prestige or wealth, go after a job or business venture that suits your preferences. Alternately, begin a side passion project. Engineer Rune Madsen of Shopify says that doing projects around the house to keep me active and learning away from a computer keeps him motivated. Before exploring a business idea, consider whether it will make you happy. If the response is no, it's probable that you'll never be motivated. Choose a company idea that will inspire you to act if you're wanting to launch one. For instance, Lily Rogers, a master's student, says, "I finally learned that I should do things that feel good instead of things that seem or sound wonderful but make me feel horrible." Second, think strategically. If you set your goals with a measurable and doable strategy, it can be easier to stay motivated if you have the prospect of achieving them. Examples of goals include a new sales target, a promotion, or fitness objectives. By checking items off a list, content designer Ibrahim Hazen stays motivated to accomplish goals. "I know it seems cliché, but I enjoy crossing things off my to-do list." Set specific objectives and place reminders of them all around you. Create everyday habits that move you towards them. You could feel demotivated if such objectives ever become vague. To keep them fresh in your mind, revisit them and make any necessary adjustments. Supply necessities. A stable financial future, providing for your family, or safeguarding your mental health are examples of basic requirements. Money is a major motive for indie photographer Jessica Blaine Smith. "As a freelancer, I depend on it to survive." You can reframe additional jobs or activities in the perspective of your primary goals by having a clear understanding of your needs. Flip the story. For instance, if you frequently put your work before your emotional needs, you could find that taking a night off with friends to attend to those emotional demands at work increases your motivation and perspective. Avoid being distracted. It could be as easy as surrounding yourself with items that encourage you to feel motivated in everyday life. Nevertheless, you must also get rid of anything that doesn't. Spending time on activities or interests that don't further your primary objective can be considered a distraction. But monotony is just as bad for motivation as tangents and diversions. Construct manufactured distractions. or chances to enjoy the novelty of a novel experience while working on a current assignment? Can you discover a different approach to finish a task? Eliminate procrastination from the source. If finding motivation is difficult, procrastination may be the root of the problem. Procrastination might set in when you lose interest in a task or fear starting something that seems impossible. Recognize your procrastination's causes to motivate yourself to conquer it. For instance, if your to-do list is filled with challenging tasks, divide them up into manageable portions and include minor prizes. The completion of a few tasks will inspire you to take on the remaining ones. Establish a productive workspace. You might be staying up late working on your computer or in your home office to achieve your goals. Make that area a reflection of your joys and a reminder of your ultimate objective. Simple solutions for this include adding plants to your home office design, moving furniture for improved flow, or adding your favorite inspirational quotations or a vision board to the decor. Use optimistic visualization. If you're a daydreamer, and many entrepreneurs get in the habit of imagining your perfect future, what does being completely fulfilled look like? What does it feel like when you accomplish your goals? A common wellness technique known as positive visualization entails using your imagination to create an image of the future you want. This activity can help you stay motivated because it will help you focus on your objectives. Positive thinking is a first step in taking action and maintaining focus on your long-term objectives, but it won't result in an outcome by itself. Athletes that utilize visualization to boost confidence and conquer fear prior to competition have found success with this method. Hold yourself or others accountable. Making your kids proud or exceeding your clients' expectations, for example, can be tremendous motivators. Learn to hold yourself accountable as well. Marketer, podcaster, and company owner Liz Whiting says, "I view off as a team, and measures I take now set myself up for a layup and increased autonomy in the future." A devotion to the next generation is a driving force for Take My Face Off creator Amanda McIntosh. Every day, reading the news leads to caring about the earth, which leads to working on my firm. Get rid of complacency. For you, maintaining excitement may be necessary to stay motivated. Even if everything is going your way, take initiative and mix things up if you have a natural tendency towards action. An effective motivator is the anticipation of pursuing a novel concept. Experiment with your regular risk tolerance or venture into the unknown for a small thrill to spark motivation. Look for outside inspiration, books, podcasts, a favorite meal, a meeting with a mentor, an inspirational phrase, journaling, motivational articles, good comments on your work, or uplifting music are all examples of external sources of motivation. It's focusing on the realization that we have the most fantastic technology and talents to do so many awesome things that previous generations could only dream of. According to founder, musician, and animal activist Nicole Simone. Attempt to better or fulfill oneself. If study or personal development are your passions, create opportunity for them in your daily schedule. Also, you may take a break from your job from time to time to re-energize yourself by investing in or acquiring a new talent. The ongoing desire to advance or master a talent, whether it be technical or emotional, is what drives writer and editor Sarian. Keep in mind the reward. Each has a distinct idea of what motivates them. It can be the prospect of reaching a financial goal for you. For others, it might be dining at a favorite restaurant. Include rewards and celebration time into your goal-setting process. Experts in behavioral science assert that rewards are frequently chemical reactions in our bodies rather than physical objects. Our brain releases dopamine in response to success. This experience, which is frequently referred to as a rush, can also be brought on by looking forwards to a reward. Our brains seek for this sensation after the initial impact, establishing a feedback loop that drives us to repeat acts that produce it. Thank you for watching, and remember to let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe.